lots of time. What a throw!
What's up, guys? I'm going to show you how to install the D105 football mod for Madden 20. Right now it is only available for Madden 20 as there is no tool to mod Madden 21 at all, so we cannot make any mods for Madden 21 until there is a mod available, or mod tool available. Anyways, first thing you're going to do to install the D105 football mod for Madden 20 is you're going to go to the D105 server. You're going to go to download D105 mod. I provide multiple links to download because it usually gets downloaded too many times just using one link, and Google does not like that anymore. So I make multiple links for you guys, and it is the same download. You do not need to download each link. Alright, so first thing you're going to do is click on one of the links. If it acts up, you can click on the little arrow up top, click download anyway. Doesn't work the first time, click it again. Maybe. And there we go. Right there's an example of when one link doesn't work, go to the next. So it looks like I'll have to add another link for that version. So anyways, once that's downloaded, you're going to go to your File Explorer, go to Downloads. I think I should already have it down here. Alright, so once you've downloaded it, click on the zip. You want to open the zip file, and then you're going to click Extract to, and then you're going to extract the zip. You must extract the zip. You cannot install the zip into the mod manager. That will not work. You must extract the zip first. Alright, so once that's done extracting, you're going to close the zip out. You're going to need Frosty Mod Manager, so you can do a quick search, Google search if you don't have Frosty Mod Manager already. Frosty Tool Suite, and then you're going to download. I already have it downloaded. You're going to do the same thing once it's downloaded. Open up the RAR file like you did the zip for D105. You're going to extract it, install it, do all that stuff. There's videos out there if you don't know how to do that. I'm not going to show you that part. Alright, so you're going to open Frosty Mod Manager, double clicking on it, create your new profile. You're going to have to find your game, find Madden 20, and double click, and now you're going to want to import the D105 mod. You go down to where you downloaded it, and then you can just select all of these. Alright, so it may take a couple minutes for it to import all these, but once you've got them imported, you're going to want to apply the main mod. No, don't need that one right now. You're apply the main mod, apply Sabo's mod. I highly recommend using Sabo's gameplay mod, as it makes the gameplay so much better. So once you have these applied, you're going to click Launch. Alright, so while you're waiting for the mod to launch, which could take anywhere from 5 minutes to 30 minutes, sometimes longer if you have a slower computer. There's nothing I can do about that. It's just because the mod file is so big, it's just going to take a little while. So anyways, what you're going to want to do while you're waiting is, if you want to play a franchise, you're going to copy these pre-made franchise files from the zip file into your documents, Madden 20, and then your settings folder, and paste. I've already got them pasted in here, so I don't need to do it again. Then if you want to copy the roster files, copy back to your documents and settings folder, paste, and then that will put the pre-made franchise files and the roster files into your Madden 20 settings folder. You don't need the roster file anymore, but if you would like to make edits, you can use those roster files I provided to make your own custom rosters or edit the rosters that I made. But you don't need to load them individually anymore, as I now have it set up for all teams are playable in Play Now via just scrolling through Play Now. I'll show you that once the mod's open and running. The only thing is, because those teams, all 127 teams, are built into the mod, you cannot edit those rosters. You can only make substitutions in game and whatnot. There's no way of editing those teams into the mod, or that are in the mod file. Also, I have provided you guys with an all-time mod, which if you want to use the all-time mod, you're going to want it below the main mod file. Make sure the check mark box is checked, and then click launch. It will start over your long launch period. You will have to wait again. So unless you absolutely want to play the all-time rosters, leave that unchecked. Also, I have provided you guys with a README file. Make sure you read through here if you get confused. If you have any questions, pretty much all of your troubleshooting issues can be answered by going through the FAQ. There's literally nothing else that I can tell you to do that I don't have listed here. Anyways, I have also provided you guys with mix match and team color list for any of you guys who are a little more advanced and want to add your own uniforms or add a helmet or a jersey to teams' uniforms. You can use the mix match files and team color list. And I have also provided you guys with a list of available assets. I know some of you guys who are new won't really understand what's going on here, so just ignore this part until you get a better understanding. Here's the 2019 roster files and 2019 franchise files if you guys want to use last year's rosters. I do have a roster converter now that I will eventually get out some more rosters. I have rosters from NCAA 14 all the way back to 2007, so if I ever get the time, I would like to try and kick out some more roster files for those years. Alright, so now our mod has finally launched. You've waited 10 hours or 30 minutes, however long it takes you to get this thing to launch. Once you've launched it once, it won't take that long to launch again. It usually launches immediately once you've launched it the first time. It's just that first initial launch where it has to create the mod data folder in order to put all these modded files into it. So anyways, now we've got it launched. And if you come into Play Now, scroll, you can either hit random team to get past the NFL teams, or you can scroll past the NFL teams, and then you'll start seeing the college teams. And once you select your teams, you guys know how to play a game. It's ready. I have provided you guys with several extra stadiums. There's a Sun Belt generic, Conference USA generic, and Mountain West generic. These are for the teams in those conferences that were added late into the mod that will not have their own full field art. This will give them kind of a basic field art to go along with their end zone and logos. All teams do have at least their end zone and logos. I also customized the Wembley Stadium and Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's completely renovated somewhat to fit more of the college style the best I could with what we could do. A couple other stadiums I kind of randomly edited a little bit. There's also the Sugar Bowl and Rose Bowl, the College National Championship Stadium. However, if you're wanting to use the College National Championship, I suggest you go to Super Bowl mode, and then that will take you into basically National Championship mode. Most Power 5 schools do have their own field art or end zones, so they will work in this mode. Most of the smaller schools, there's some smaller schools and a couple of the bottom feeder big Power 5 schools won't have end zones. I will provide the end zones for the teams that don't have them in the main mod file for anybody who wants to add them later on or for their own personal use. I will make those available. Alright, so next, if you want to play with one of the franchise files that I provided, you're going to go to Load Offline, Load Franchise. You're going to find whichever one, like D105 Roster 1. Click Load. And now your franchise is loaded. If you want to switch teams, you're going to click the right stick button, create new character. Find the team you want to play with. You can change your role, whether you want to be a player, owner, or leave it as the head coach. Use custom coach. Right now, because you still have the other profile created, you can't change the settings yet. But what you do, once you've created your new coach, you're going to right click again, go back to the profile I created, right click again, or wait, nope, you want to go to user management, retire from the league, and now you're going to want to select the coach or owner that you created, make league owner, confirm, okay. And now if you go to settings, you can edit all of these league settings except for salary cap and pre-existing injuries and whatnot. So there's how you do all that. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. You should be pretty well set up now, although I do want to show you one other thing that I've added for you guys. Some people may like it, most people probably won't even touch it, but I set up for Face of the Franchise to be able to load pretty much all the teams. You're going to come down here, what you want to do. And I guess this part really doesn't matter, but this will also, if you guys want to load the roster file, you can. Load roster. which your guys' file is going to say D105 20 or 21 roster 1. It's the equivalent of this roster file that I'm loading here. And then you're going to go back to Face a Franchise, Start New Career, Use Active Roster. Alright, I skipped over creating your player part in the cutscenes. Once you get to the team select screen, just find whatever team you want. Pretty much every team is on here except for like the last 20 teams that I added to the mod. I don't really have any plans to go back and add them in here yet, but for about 106, 107 teams should all be playable in Face a Franchise. So let's say you want to play with NC State. Click on it. They won't have the logos or any of this stuff. Alright, there's just nothing I can do about it. Alright, so that's how you do Face a Franchise, and that pretty much wraps up the installation video. If you guys have any questions, you can obviously post your questions on the Discord server. But like I said, most issues you're going to run into are going to be answered in the FAQ. If not, come down here to report issue here, post it here, and somebody will respond to you. More than likely, if it's something that I've already answered in the FAQ or README file, I'm probably not going to respond. It just gets a little irritating answering the same question over and over. That's why I created the FAQ and the README. But if it's something to do with modding, I'm more than happy to help anybody. Anyways, I hope this helps you guys get the mod installed correctly. Hopefully you don't have any more issues, and hope you guys enjoy the mod. Take care.